back to Grey Wolf Towers. My name's Brian again. So today, ignore the little bit of a mess you can see the glimpse of over here. Again, with this type of a project, I'm going to do another repair on a video card. This time it's a GTX 760 from MSI. This card has been repaired before in the past, so I think we can do it again. We're going to use the heat gun method again that we used last time. Again, just some basic rubbing alcohol, a couple Q-tips, a little piece of paper towel, some thermal paste, the heat gun. This time it's just a regular magnetic screwdriver because I couldn't find my Stanley kit again, and we're going to use a little bit better of a box this time so that it's not as wobbly. So for this one, we're going to have to do a little bit more. I went ahead and I already disconnected the fans. We want to make sure that we disconnect those carefully before taking off the shroud, because otherwise you can actually rip the cables out of the end and that would be really bad. So with this one, let's take a look here. I believe it will come off with just these four like the other one did, but let's take a look and find out. And again, we're doing it crosswise like a star pattern so that it's like you do for your lug nuts on your car. It helps to release the pressure so that it's not going to crush one side of the chip inside. So now, those removed and the power disconnected, there it goes right there. So in this one we can tell that it's actually pretty gooey, so we know that somebody has replaced the thermal paste recently. So we're just going to go ahead and wipe this up here. I'll wipe this up. Now this one being a little bit nicer than the GTX 550 Ti that we had last time, we're not going to scrape at any extras. It looks like there isn't really any to worry about, so we don't really have to worry too much. There we go. Let's get some of the, again, 91% isopropyl. It's not the little 70%, although the 70% would probably still work. The 91 is less diluted, causing it to be a little bit better at evaporating and cleaning and taking the gunk with it, and so we end up with a little bit nicer of a look on everything, and everything turns out a little bit better looking. There we go. So again, a dirty Q-tip. And we can see underneath that this is definitely a genuine card because it's got the NVIDIA logo and the correct markings being on here. So it's a GK104 chip, so that is a 760. So we are good there. So we're going to set this off to the side. We're going to set this down on the piece here, and we're going to do a little timer so that we can sit here and warm up the chip. So in a second here, I'm going to show you right about here what it looked like before, and then at the end I'll show you what it looks like after the process is done, and hopefully it looks better. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to cut scene until the end, and then when it's cooling I'll start it back up. So here we go. Keep an eye on it, make sure it's still videoing. It turns off on its own.
Yeah.
Another fun time here. Again, better than watching your favorite movie or game. Sorry for any shake on there. My son's doing the camera work tonight. He needed a potty break. This does get pretty boring. And this time, just so you're aware, we're going to do it a little bit longer than we did last time. This time I'm going to do it for 30 minutes to give it a little bit extra time to reseat the GPU and to give it a little extra baking time here. Mostly because it's already been through this process once. I want to make sure that it's done as good as possible this time around. A little extra time might help to rejoin those soldering points a little bit firmer than they were last time. Give it a little more time this time before it has to be repaired again. And there's the 30 minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stop the timer. Now we're going to move this gently aside here. We're going to let it cool off for a while. Now real quick though, like I did in the last one of these that I did, I'd really like to give another shout out to Christopher Yee and his channel. It's an inspiration to myself and others, but also his encouragement on a personal level. He likes to take the time whenever he's able to reach out to actual people that watch his videos and go to his Discord, and it's just great to be able to speak with him directly sometimes. And it's great to see somebody who's in this type of a field and still makes time for people. And so I like to give a shout out to him and the encouragement that he gives to people that try. His Discord channel will be linked below in the description, as well as his YouTube channel, so you guys can check him out if you'd like to as well. So yeah, but other than that, I hope you guys take a few minutes to rest. I'm going to give it probably about 30 minutes to cool off, just to give it some extra time like last time. And then we'll put it back together again and we'll go from there. See you in a few. So battery's about to die, so I only got a few minutes here real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put everything back together again so that we're ready to go. And we just need a little dollop of this, kind of like sour cream from Daisy. Little dollop. There we go. Let's get those lined up real quick. There we go. And we're just gonna put these back in, and we're gonna do it in the method of the star like we did before taking it off. So we're just gonna make it a little snug. We don't want it tight, we just want it snug. Snug so that it doesn't vibrate or come loose or anything, but not to the point that it crushes the GPU inside. Now there are other parts that we can take off of here to do other maintenance, but for this we don't need to. This job is just a heating up of the GPU in order to do the baking method type thing. However, if we wanted to do a more in-depth maintenance, we could also take off the plating that covers the different parts under here where it keeps a cooler going. And that would allow us to swap out thermal pads, but thermal pads don't often need to be replaced. They usually last for quite a while. Alright, so now, there we go. we are back together. I'm going to take a moment here. I'm going to go ahead and power it up and see how it turns out. And I'll be right back with you. Well, alright, so I went ahead and plugged it in, and I'm going to show you a picture right here. We'll go ahead and insert it there so you can see the outcome. It worked. So another successful one. So that's 2 out of 3 so far have worked. So it seems to be really dependent on a bunch of different things, but it works some of the time. So far it's a 66% success rate. For me, I've only done it 3 times so far. This is the second video of it, but I'm going to go ahead and again link the tools that I used today. The Q-tips, the thermal paste, the heat gun, the generic rubbing alcohol, and I'll put the Stanley kit in there again just because it's what I typically would use. I just couldn't find it today. But a successful time this time. As you can see with the video, I'm going to show you the clip of the picture of it having worked successfully. So it's pretty good. Hope you guys enjoy another video, and I'll see about doing another video soon and see about getting back to you. Also, do keep in mind, I am working on that project, the community project. Take a look at it, think about it, consider it. Again, only what you can. I'll start adding parts myself pretty soon. Probably start with something like a case and work my way up. Although I do have an idea of working for a CPU and motherboard combo going in there if nobody donates those. However, the CPU is going to be a pretty pricey one because it's going to be an X99 board. But hope you guys have a great day, and again, please like this video if it was helpful, subscribe to my channel if you'd like updates, and again, look in the description for all those things I've pointed out. Have a good day, guys.